Earth is just two huge ice sheets, one in Antarctica and one in Greenland. Together they hold more than 99% of the world's freshwater ice. These two ice sheets help to keep the temperature of the atmosphere and the ocean regulated and stable. The Antarctic ice sheet is sometimes called two ice sheets because of the transantarctic mountains that runs between them, splitting the ice sheet into the West Antarctic ice sheet and the East Antarctic ice sheet. Each ice sheet acts a bit differently, which impacts how they affect sea levels. Since ice sheets are melting faster than ever, and because ice sheets sit on land, they are contributing more and more water into the ocean, leading to higher sea level rise.
The ice sheets are losing mass every year. Greenland is losing about 270 billion tons per year, which is roughly equal to the weight of 100 million elephants. And Antarctica is losing ice mass at an average rate of about 150 billion tons per year, or about 55 million elephants. The ice sheets are losing ice because of the ongoing warming of Earth's surface and ocean. The water from melting ice, known as meltwater, is responsible for about 1/3 of the global average rise in sea level since 1993. As a result, sea level rise contributions from Greenland and Antarctica are expected to be about 1 meter, or about 3 feet by 2100. That's the average height of a 3-year-old. By 2300, total sea level rise from these ice sheets may be as high as 5 meters, about 16 feet. That's the height of an adult giraffe. However, it's important to note that this amount of sea level rise is still something that we can change. Rising sea levels will only occur if we don't change.
Melting ice sheets are causing sea level to rise, which will directly impact you and your community. When this happens, ice flows into the ocean, changing the water's salinity and temperature, disrupting crucial ocean currents that control the climate. When this happens, this will disrupt local fisheries and marine wildlife. In addition, coastal flooding will become more frequent and severe, with as many as 10 times as many floods as happen right now by 2050. For example, if an area floods once a month right now, by 2100 it could flood every 3 days. This will drastically impact our way of life and will force millions of people to relocate. The time to act is now, and this will touch everyone's lives. Even places that live away from the coast will be impacted by the loss of ports and other services that bring supplies and food in. Changes in ice sheet melt can influence how the ocean brings heating and cooling around the world. One way this happens is through the AMOC. The AMOC is basically a giant conveyor belt that circulates water from north to south and back again in a long cycle.
Moreover, there are many species and communities that depend on the current climate conditions in the polar regions to survive. Loss of ice spells trouble for the people who live in the Arctic, along with the wildlife like polar bears, walruses, Arctic foxes, and many other species, with some studies suggesting that species like polar bears may go extinct in the next century. As they are affected, so too are the other species that depend on them. This circulation helps bring warmth to various parts of the globe and carries essential nutrients that support ocean life. However, research shows that the AMOC has been weakening over the past century from the warming of the ocean water and the addition of more fresh water from increased rain and melting ice. This shift should affect our current climate patterns and lead to droughts affecting millions of people in South Africa's rainbelt and cause sea level rise along the east coast of the United States. Mass loss in the ice sheets is not just a problem in the polar regions, it is a global problem. Ice sheets melting disrupts our Earth and our climate system. If global warming is limited to 1.5 degrees Celsius, around 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit, Greenland ice sheet losses would reduce by 70%, while conditions in Antarctica are somewhat unclear.
But there is hope. One by one, if we all start taking action in our daily lives, we can help to combat climate change and mass loss in the ice sheets. If we all take strong action now, we can slow down sea level rise. Here are some steps you could take in your daily lives to combat this issue.